If you ever get into that like downward spiral, just apply somewhere, take an interview, and don't take the job. It'll like make you feel.
Oh no, I do that all the time.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Anytime I start feeling bad, I take interviews.
Yeah.
And then they offer me the job, and I'm like, no.
Or I just go in with like really crazy like
Demands.
demands.
Yeah. I'd be like,
I can only work Tuesday from 2 to 7, and then I can only work Thursday from 1 to 5.
I did that a little bit because I got offered that job at Mitchell's, like making ice cream, and they're like, "Hey, it's gonna be part time for a month." I'm like, I can only do full time. It's like, okay, we can give you full time. Like, I don't want the job.
Sometimes I'd be like going in for like entry level positions and just being like, I'm not interested in being an entry level person. I want to be your manager. Like, do you have any management positions available?
Like, hello, so you're gonna take my job? No, we don't have any management positions available.
Not your average hipsters. We're going to be talking internet folktales. We're just going to be talking internet folktales with Ashley, Connor, Antoine, and Jared.
This is warning. This is going to be a very high energy podcast today.
Coming out the gun with, a little bit of brain stumbles.
The Sunday recording. We're all ready to relax, kick back, and talk about some internet shit.
Says the NPR sounding asshole.
Oh, damn. Why'd you call him an asshole?
Because he's my asshole and I love him.
So the internet folktales episode, right? We're going to be talking like anything from Slender Man to Wrinkles the Clown, right?
What? No. I don't know what that is.
Oh, Wrinkles the Clown has a whole ass documentary now.
Wrinkles the Clown is the shit, bro. That's what spawned this episode.
That is what spawned this episode.
Oh, is that the one we're not allowed to steal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Antoine's.
Thank God I didn't take it because I was like, nah, I'm not going to talk about Slender Man or Wrinkles because I figured someone else would talk about those.
I was just throwing Slender Man out as an option. So to be real with you guys,
Per Zach, we need to talk about Slender Man.
I need educated on Slender Man, to be honest. I don't know much about him other than he's the Slender Man.
It's like
Slender Man has caused a real murder. I know that.
Not a real murder, attempted murder. I just watched the 2020 on it.
Oh,
wait! I thought they stabbed her like 36 times or something.
It was 19 times and she fucking lived.
Oh, she's a fucking G.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let's back it up. Let's back it up.
I was literally watching this 2020 last night. It was so fun.
Let's get some base information on what Slender Man is, and then like who these girls were that stabbed the 19 times.
Okay, Slender Man, from what I understand, is a spooky creepypasta.
I thought it was 4chan.
I heard creepypasta a bunch.
Okay, same shit.
I think it happened on 4chan.
Okay, so he's a man.
It's just a style, right?
I have no clue. Like they kept showing on 2020 last night. They kept showing the creepypasta website.
Yeah, it's some boomers doing the research.
Yeah, exactly. But Slender Man is a thing that stalks a child, and if they don't commit a murder, they don't get to join Slender Man, and he'll kill everybody in their family.
Okay. So Slender Man actually that's his whole lore, is that he gets kids to kill people.
Yeah.
Real life. Okay. All right.
And he appears, and how you know Slender Man is stalking you is he's going to appear in the background of one of your photos.
Right.
Okay.
I thought that it was more, I thought it was way different than that. I thought he was like more like actively murdering things on his own. Like he was like a terror.
I mean, he does if you don't murder somebody.
Yeah.
Then you don't get to join him in his mansion.
Slender Man has a mansion?
Yeah.
Is it lit?
I don't know. The girls who tried to kill this other girl really wanted to join him.
Slender Man on a motorcycle would be funny because it looked like he's like
a long one.
So what happened with the girls then? Were they like tricked by somebody to believing that Slender Man was actually after them?
No, one of them had schizophrenia.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one had shared delusions, which was a thing I just found out that could happen to anybody. Pretty much, if you are mentally unstable, depression, anxiety, and one of your friends starts seeing shit, they can bring you into into a shared delusion. This is a real medical thing that happened to these girls. They're both 12.
I wonder if you can like make people have shared delusions if you're not having delusions.
Hey, remember when we were running around the neighborhood, like basically sharing delusions as children?
Like when we were like breaking into fucking garages and like being like, this painting's worth $1 million type shit.
Yeah, like that. And like pretty sure we used to search for ghosts or some shit outside by the highway.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and it tends to happen with younger people. So all three girls were 12, and it was the stabber's birthday, and they're like, we're gonna stab her in her sleep. We're gonna put duct tape on her mouth and stab her. But then they chickened out, and they're like, we're gonna go to the park and stab her on a toilet. And they chickened out again. And then the third time they fucking did it in the forest. And the one surgeon said if the knife had gone any further into her chest, she would have bled out immediately. But she was able to walk from the forest where her friend stabbed her to the park area where a man found her and he was like, damn, you are covered in blood. We gotta call 911. But yeah, so two 12-year-olds stabbed another 12-year-old.
Because of Slender Man.
Because of Slender Man.
Well, it was mostly just because she was schizophrenic, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You can't really blame the internet for that one.
Because
Right.
I feel like if this would have happened, like, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, it would have just been like, oh, I did it for Satan.
Yeah.
I'm a witch. Whatever other, like, thing would feed into those delusions that you have.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Huh.
But yeah, just creepy shit people are saying on the internet.
It got Slender Man some notoriety, though.
It did.
There's a Slender Man movie, isn't there?
I don't know. I know there's a
think
video
there
game
is,
called
yeah.
Slender.
There's like several video games, I think.
I just know that one video one because they
like
mentioned
run
it
through
in
the
the 2020 I watched last night.
Does the Slender Man have any connection to the Ender Man
don't-
from Minecraft?
I think it's the same thing. It's like a reference in the video game.
Okay.
Kind of looks the same.
They do look the same.
I seen one Enderman and he fucked me up. I wasn't ready.
Get ready for Minecraft talk.
I've never played Minecraft.
You ever play Minecraft? It's a good time, man.
It's fun sometimes.
Just sometimes.
Make a whole ass world, you know what I'm saying? Fucking dig down to the center of the earth.
Yeah, can't people come destroy your shit though?
No.
I
If you're
thought
playing online.
Yeah, I never played online. I'm surprised I never did play online because like that sounds like more my jam.
because I don't want anybody coming and destroying the whole ass world that like fucking work.
Oh yeah. I built a whole ass tower to the sky. Like
You were right.
Yeah.
What?
You were right.
Minecraft talk.
You got me like, I was like, no, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna say it. And then, nope. It's straight off.
This is a podcast with no rudder. No one is controlling the horse here.
All right,
Free form. It's
I'll
like
do-
jazz.
I'll do another one. Ready? I'm gonna throw out some words and some numbers, and you tell me what they have to do with. Ready?
Oh, no.
SARS 2004, Avia 2008, swine flu 2010, MERS MERS 2012, Ebola 2014, Zika 2016, Ebola 2018, and Corona 2020.
Well, we got viruses every even year for a while.
Was this from the Farmer's Almanac?
A major disease outbreak occurs in every election year.
oh what?
Oh, every 4 years?
Huh.
The only one that's not, one of them is Ebola 2018 because we didn't have an election.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess
there
that was the midterms.
yeah, it was the midterm.
It was midterm elections. And then, so I saw this today on my Facebook and started dying laughing because I'm like, this is great for the podcast. The bottom of the meme states, is the government trying to not let us vote?
Oh my god. That's almost as good as the fucking conspiracy theory that I seen about coronavirus where fucking Russia and China are giving America corona to get Bernie Sanders elected president for universal health care.
God, I wish.
Right?
That's their story and they're
I would
sticking to
gladly
it.
have flu-like symptoms that meant we could all have universal health care in a bit.
So
I'd take that bullet.
that was like one of my major ones.
So I feel like that kind of goes more into the general pool of like boomer memes. I feel like that is almost its own sort of like.
It's a myth, goddammit. It's an internet myth and a folktale, okay?
But yeah, that like definitely goes into that like conspiratorial boomer thing.
Someone out there believes that, though.
Right. Someone out there believes like Pizzagate and QAnon.
I still thought it was funny enough to bring it up.
Oh, definitely.
Damn. Just shut on my parade.
I mean, Pizzagate was pretty interesting.
But it's like.
Yo, this man Antoine had me watch a fucking video about like a fucking little person in a mask at Pizza Project
Comet Ping Pong.
Yeah, I thought it was Project Pizza for some
Get the
reason.
fuck out of here. Comet Ping Pong. The basement of Comet Ping Pong.
Yeah.
So are you saying Comet Ping Pong?
Yeah, it's okay. So do we need to red pill Ashley real quick on Pizzagate?
All right, so Pizzagate is almost an internet it is an internet conspiracy. It's almost an internet folktale. Okay. So, Connor, you want to do the schooling?
So basically, I don't know how people got here, but they a bunch of like Congress people and senators were ordering pizza from this local DC restaurant for their like events and just for lunches, I guess. Or whatever.
A lot of this information came from Hillary's emails in 2016.
So that kind of tied into her emails bullshit. And they noticed a lot of it came from this local pizza restaurant called Comet Ping Pong. And then people being so weird online decided that the pizza orders were not right. Because it was like, people were ordering like small cheese pizza or like, I want a medium pepperoni and mushroom. And then these people were like, no one would ever order those pizzas. so then they realized that this was code for the kind of child they wanted delivered to them to do like pedophilia on.
So no one's gonna eat a pepperoni butter pizza.
Basically.
People are crazy.
That was their like, oh, okay, we found it. In the secret emails that got released, we found their code. So then it was all centered around this one like local pizza place that had like, they just did like concerts and stuff there.
I'm sorry, I don't think I want to eat at a restaurant called Comic Ping Pong.
They hosted like events and shit there too, I think.
Okay, so there is a couple pieces of this internet folktale he is missing.
Okay.
Or has not mentioned yet. The reason that Comet Ping Pong is so notorious is because their logo is the international pedophiles logo.
Is it NABLA?
What?
NABLA? Isn't that like boy lovers or something like that?
North American Man Boy Love Association.
NABLA.
But no, it is not the NAMBLA logo. It is some other thing that people dug up, and it only kind of looks like that.
Yeah. It's like featured in it. Like it's just a swirl or something.
Yeah, it's just a swirl.
What is it? Comet Ping Pong?
Yeah.
All of the and it's like this whole block they associate with it too.
Yeah.
The whole block has like pedophilia pizza ring.
Yeah, they're doing pedophilia in the basement or something.
Yeah, it's like all connected. All the buildings are connected.
Is that what I'm supposed to be finding?
No, hold on. I'm actively grabbing it as well. We will meet somewhere in the middle.
I should have typed in logo maybe.
Yep.
But yeah, all this is being discussed online.
Okay. All right. See, the B logo, aka Boy Lover, is in the Comet Pizza Ping Pong logo, but it's just like a triangle with some dots.
That's crazy.
Like
It looks like a slice of pizza.
Right. Yeah, I found that.
So all this was feeding these people that they thought that these politicians and shit were going to this one specific place for all their pedophilia needs.
No one's gonna order that small cheese pizza, Connor.
Yeah, and small cheese was like, I think the other thing was cheese pizza, like CP, was being used as like code for child pornography on the internet for a while, which is like weird. I don't really know the greater story there, so that already had people thinking about that kind of shit. So it factored into this small cheese pizza.
The places are weird.
Why is it weird?
It's just a weird place. Like, it's only open at weird hours, and like the things that they hold functions for are just weird.
Yeah.
People do weird things there.
this motherfucker had me watch like a 24-minute video one time of this like little person in a fucking ski mask.
It wasn't a little person. It was just a person in a wig and a ski mask.
They were tiny. Like they were shorter than me. Like they're like at least Danny DeVito height.
Nah, this dude's smoking dope.
No,
Whatever. Get to the meat here.
Yeah. What is
there
this
is never any meat to the whole 24-minute video he made me watch. It was just this person in a ski mask walking around talking weird, and like he kept being like, did you hear that? That was probably a code. And I was like, no, it's not. He's like, I can't find the video with the explanation, but this
Where'd
is the
you
video.
find this video, Anthony?
YouTube.
Like, how'd you get there?
I don't know where I was.
The YouTube
I seen like a documentary thing, and then I seen like another one, and then I was all the way in the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It was a good time though.
He was like me with Zeitgeist.
Oh man.
Zeitgeist was a good time too.
Jeremy made me watch that documentary and I finished it. I was like, yeah, dude, great. He's like, you don't believe any of them? Like, not really. He's like, brainwashed. And he walked away after that. It was so more disgusting.
Oh yeah? Well, guess what? This conversation is over.
Pretty much.
Did that come from like the internet?
It came from Netflix.
No, Zeitgeist originally was an internet thing. Like, I first watched it on the internet,
I watched it on
before it
YouTube
came
or
on
some
Netflix.
Yeah.
Then it came on Netflix. I was like, it's real. That's what I made everybody watch it.
I'm pretty sure you made me watch it on Netflix, man.
Yeah, because I remember when it came on Netflix too, and I was like, whoa, and it made it all the way up to the top, baby. Because I did watch it, I was like,
but the one on the internet different than the one on Netflix.
Oh,
Like they added some more shit in the one on Netflix. They made it more about like religion and shit.
Right.
In the original version, it was like talking more about like the fucking the National Reserve.
I remember him going, there's no gold in Fort Knox, right? And like we're at dinner and we're like just all like, oh, okay. And then him and Mom got into a real deep conversation about it, and I'm just like, great.
In fact, when I used to feed Mom's conspiracy,
Yeah.
I seen a great meme the other day. It was the Master Splinter walking with
he showed it to me.
the children,
Yeah.
and it's like my mom pretending to love my macaroni art, and then it's the turtles all grown up walking with old Master Splinter, me pretending to love the mom's meme that she showed me.
All right, let's tell Connor about Wrinkles the Clown.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this. I'm only on cool parts of the internet that talk about awesome shit.
So I didn't even know about Wrinkles the Clown until like
The Hulu?
The Hulu.
Yeah.
Or like so Wrinkles the Clown started in like Florida with all these stickers of a clown that's kind of creepy. He's like has like black eyes. His face is just like an old man.
It's real creepy.
Okay.
It's like real wrinkly too.
And it had a phone number on the sticker. And these stickers were everywhere. So people started calling the number, and the number led to a voicemail that was like a clown, like a creepy clown, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And it was like, leave a message. And he was doing a service of like scaring kids for parents when the kids are being bad. So he was...
Is this real?
Yes.
This part's real.
real.
Okay.
Like so he started off with just like the phone number and stuff, and then like people started posting videos of them calling the number and getting the voicemail, or he'll actually answer the phone and like talk in the voice and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Wrinkles. He went super fucking viral and started getting thousands and thousands and thousands of calls and shit.
Sure.
Hired like a fake person to say that it was Wrinkles. So everybody's like, oh, we know who Wrinkles is. But it really wasn't even Wrinkles. And nobody really still knows who Wrinkles is, because on Hulu they like black him out too.
Yeah, he like the whole time they're interviewing him, he faces away from the camera, so you just see creepy old man shoulder and like long hair, and he says he's using a different voice because he sounds like he's from Jersey.
Okay. This is weird.
My favorite thing about the whole interview with Wrinkles, though, is they ask him what his favorite job is, because they do pay him for doing some stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, the stuff where I get to scare children is my favorite. And I'm like, oh, fuck, no one should hire him.
So like,
Yeah, like he gets paid to go and scare kids.
Does he have
or
to-
just show up to events.
Yeah.
And just stand.
does he have to be in character where he has like a square reader plugged into his phone and he's like,
Yeah, I think they have this, like, the Cash App and money is what they were talking about.
kid, that's going to be $50.
Hey,
Doesn't
Wrinkles
sound
is
very
pretty cool,
scary.
man.
I mean, he's making a living. He does live in a shit trailer, though.
Hey, fuck it.
He's a retiree. That's why he started doing Wrinkles.
You got to sacrifice for your art. You know what I'm saying?
Did he start doing it to be scary?
I don't know. I think so. I think my
He
favorite...
just did it for a passion for being a scary clown.
There's a video that's posted on it. It's a little girl sleeping in bed, and then he just comes out from underneath her trundle bed and like leans over her, and like some parent paid for him to do that to their child.
That's weird. That's
Like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
because
Parents?
there's a real art to clowning. So do you think he's like a real clown, or is he just like an old creepy guy who's like, I don't know what I can do?
He's just an old creepy guy.
Because you can go to clown college and like learn how to do it right.
I don't feel like he went to clown college. 'cause,
Well, they
like,
had real clowns in there. They were.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So the clown
Really sucks, man. You shouldn't be like making this like a negative thing.
Right.
the clown community is not on board.
No.
He's a real scary clown though. Like,
But he is like he's a scary clown for hire.
like he's the first member of the International Scary Clown Association.
Yeah.
Well, that's Shaggy Two Dope and Violet J are the first, and frankly the only as far as I'm
What are you
concerned.
talking about? They're For God, Connor. That came out in their Shangri-La album.
Yeah, but it doesn't. it doesn't detract from the
They're
art
about
they did before.
homies. That's what they're about.
No. If you listen to their last album, like not their last album,
They are all into God now.
they're like they talk about how everything's been about for God, and I was like, wait, aren't you guys the guys who did Dead Body Man? Where you talk about fucking a corpse?
The only song of theirs that matters is Homies. Homies.
It's the worst one.
No, it's the best one.
As a reformed ICP fan, it's the worst song.
Reform.
I'm
Reformed.
gonna say it now.
I don't think
Great
I could.
Milenko is a decent album. Like, it's not that bad.
I don't think I could sit down and listen to an ICP album like I used to be able to.
Ashley used to love ICP.
Yep.
You got a Hatchet Man tattoo?
No, thank God.
Yeah, she does.
No.
Yeah, she does.
No, I don't.
It's on her butt.
Do
It's
not.
on her
I will
butt.
show you my butt that I don't have an ICP tattoo. Thank
Listeners,
God.
just so you know, she's never going to post a picture of her butt. So just
Connor,
know.
as the man who's
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Connor, fuck you.
He
We're
pleads
getting
the,
divorced.
he pleads the fifth. Oh yeah. So that's podcast canon now. Is that Ashley has her Hatchet Man ass tattoo?
It's tasteful, though.
I don't have a Hatchet Man tattoo. I don't.
But she does.
I don't.
I was there when you got it. Like, why are you lying?
Why was my little brother there when I got a tattoo on my butt?
Because we were living that Juggalo lifestyle at that time.
That Juggalo lifestyle.
Juggalos do weird shit.
I don't know.
Tattoo artist was off that Fago.
Yes. Yes.
I got it
It
at
was
the
in a
gathering.
basement. It was in a basement. No, it was not at the gathering. You're a liar. It was in Joe's basement, man.
Fuck. I did have a Hatchet Man necklace though.
And a tattoo. I don't know how it's aged, but I'm like kind of say you said it's tasteful. So
Tasteful. It's got a dolphin behind it now.
Good.
line works real good.
Do you think that's like a negative in the community if you have like a real clean Hatchet Man tattoo? Do you think
Yeah, no. It needs to look like you had an infection with it. Like when you got it.
You got it from someone who does tattoos when they were drunk at a party when they did it. Like, it's a professional artist, but it was not their best day.
I did have
Not
a.
professional, like semi-professional.
Yeah, semi-pro.
Like, tattoo artist.
He's an apprentice at an actual tattoo.
I think my favorite.
The shops are fucking bullshit. I'm just gonna do this on my own.
I think my favorite one was like my one friend got his done at 18, and it's just a whole ass arm tattoo of a Hatchet Man with like green swirls behind it.
Oh, damn.
You have to get it from someone like you guys' cousin.
Yeah, I think his mom actually was like her boyfriend was a tattoo artist, so he just did it at the dining room table.
In a bedroom.
Real sanitary.
Real sanitary at the dining room
definitely
table.
no
Bedroom,
fucking
everybody's
gloves
like
whatsoever.
Right.
Smoking and stuff. There's somebody passed out in the living room. You don't know if he's like dead or.
My friend would always be
Everybody has finished a 12-pack on their own.
like, my friend would always invite me to like tattoo parties and be like, no. And then she comes to my house one day. She's like, look at my new tattoo. I'm like, yo, dude, that looks like shit. She's like, yeah, I know. The guy was drunk and so was I when I got it done. I'm like, I won't come to your fucking tattoo parties because nothing sounds sanitary about this.
Yeah, we just were sharing all the needles. Like, it was no big deal. Fucking only a little bit of Hep C got passed around.
Only a little bit.
All right.
I've been to a tattoo party and it wasn't like that.
Was the guy drinking?
No, the girl was smoking.
I don't want an inebriated.
Steadies your hand. Steadies your hand.
When I went in to get my tattoo done at one other time at a professional place, I'm pretty sure the dude was high on something. His eyes red as fuck. He's like, "You ready?" Like, yeah, I'm ready.
If he arts good while he's high, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm pretty sure people argue while they're high.
I just don't want
historically.
to.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's why I'm like, go ahead.
I
That's
don't-
how you feel comfortable.
I don't want to know if you're high. How about that?
Get your creative
Vincent
stuff,
Van
like-
Gogh was like off absinthe.
That's why he cut off his own ear.
Well, he did
Yeah,
that
what
'cause it
if
was
your
cool.
tattoo artist cut off his own ear while he was doing your tattoo?
I would be like,
Maybe
what
he was
the
just going
fuck?
through like some mental health issues.
If he could tattoo Starry Night on you, I don't know. It's probably fine. Who gives a shit?
You have this most
Oh, that would be
amazing
a
art.
long ass tattoo, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of.
They get the swirls.
You gotta get the swirls.
I like how you're doing that for the podcast, Antoine.
Yeah. The video will be a lot better, you guys, I swear. We do a lot of non-verbal talking around this bitch.
I'm gonna quit coming on when it's the camera.
What?
I'm gonna quit coming on when we have video.
If they're gonna Wrinkles the Clown you, it's gonna be
Yeah,
sort of
it's
a side profile. Obscured face.
Yeah.
So let me tell you guys about my man, Marvin Heemeyer. Does anybody know who Marvin Heemeyer is?
Not by name.
All right.
Young Marv? Does he go by Young Marv at all?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
But we can call him Young Marv for the story if you want, because I do I like it, Young Marv. So the tagline to this man's story is, "Sit down, kids, and let me tell you a tale about a reasonable man driven to do unreasonable things."
Unreasonable thing.
Unreasonable things.
Okay.
I like how you had to correct him for this.
No, I was just asking. 'Cause I didn't know. I don't know if
We'll
it's
find any
reasonable.
excuse to do a character.
What?
Anything.
You'll find any excuse to do a character.
Let him shine. Let him shine.
I'm actually just really hoping that one day somebody listens to the podcast that's like a voice acting guy, and they're like, "Yo, that fucking guy, he does voices, man. Let's
Lauren Michael from SNL is going to be listening and been like, he's going to be on my show now.
yeah, fucking lit."
That's exactly what I've been looking for.
Exactly.
And then Jeremy gets burnt out in a year because that job sucks.
I don't even care. I'd do it for a year and be happy as fuck for a year. People would know me after a year.
What the hell are you doing?
Performing at SNL.
So Antoine just had his arms raised in the air while we were having our little conversation.
But he kept like dramatically looking off to the side. I found my light, darlings.
All right. So back to Marvin Heemeyer, right?
Yeah.
My man owned a muffler shop in Granby, Colorado. The city council approved a construction of a concrete factory in a lot across the street from Marvin's muffler shop, right? So in the process of the construction of their concrete factory, it blocked the access road to his muffler shop, cutting him off from the rest of civilization. Marvin petitioned against city fucking council.
Jeremy's nemesis.
He petitioned against those motherfuckers sitting on their goddamn high horses, city council, and was like, "Yo, please don't let them build a building to block my access road." They're like, "Fuck that. Building this concrete factory." So then my man Marvin was like, "Fuck it, let me build a new access road for me then." And they're like, "Nah, not gonna happen." So my dude went out and bought the machinery to build an access road and went to get approved by these fucking motherfuckers at city goddamn council, and they denied him even after buying the equipment and the materials to do it. So
And this is why Jeremy's a libertarian.
So this man was cut off, his business not making no money. So with the last couple months he had of like the space paid for, he took that same equipment that he bought to build a road, and he converted it into what it was essentially a tank. And he added sheet metal to it and prepared to make his last stand. And my man drove his, what he called it, the killdozer. He drove his killdozer straight out of his building and knocked down that fucking concrete factory.
He knocked down the whole factory.
Well, at least parts of it.
Okay.
At least parts of it.
Okay.
He drove through the concrete factory.
Okay.
And then by this point, people had noticed that he was destroying things in his makeshift tank.
You can't really do it quietly.
So people were trying to stop him, and they were like shooting at it, and they could not pierce it because it was a fucking armored tank. So he proceeded to go to city council's fucking houses individually and knock them the fuck down. And then nobody got hurt that day because it was a slow-moving fucking vehicle.
Obviously.
So he ended his day destroying city council houses, and then sadly, Marvin Heemeyer ended his life.
Oh.
And that was the end of the killdozer guy.
Yeah, I feel like he could have gotten out of that okay. Any libertarian would have paid his bail.
You're probably right about that.
Yeah, Koch brothers would have like got him a lawyer or some shit.
I actually did know about that, but I didn't know that was his name.
Marvin Heemeyer.
I never even heard of that. That's
There's
interesting.
video of it.
Yeah,
So this really happened.
This really happened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. See, I heard the story before. I didn't remember his name, but I knew from Killdozer.
No, I didn't know. I've never heard of that before.
That's why I didn't lead with Killdozer, because I was afraid that people would know what I was talking about. I wanted to get to dramatically tell the story a little bit.
No, I don't know.
I knew once you said they blocked his access road, I was like, oh, I remember this motherfucker. He was mad as fuck.
Do you think the city council members used government funds to rebuild their houses?
Probably.
Because that'd be the real irony if they wouldn't build him a fucking access road.
Right.
And it cost them like $3 million in like city.
To rebuild their
They
fucking
probably
houses.
used the money to like knock their house down and build a better one.
Probably.
Bought new property with the money that they stole from the city.
Do you think normal house insurance covers a crazy guy?
I don't think
No.
so.
I think
think
Nationwide
vengeance.
covers that.
What is it? What is
Do you
the
have
one,
a vengeance policy?
what's the one
Policy for
Act
righteousness.
of God. Do they consider that an act of God?
right? Who had the commercial where they just have random shit happen?
Allstate.
Yeah, that's all state.
Allstate. Mr. Mayhem.
Yeah, they'll probably help you out.
Maybe.
So my dude left a note, and the sign off of his note was, "I was always willing to be reasonable until I had to be unreasonable. Sometimes reasonable men do unreasonable things."
I mean, he was reasonable.
I mean, he bought the shit to make his own access
I mean, he
road.
was more than reasonable.
Yeah, like way more than reasonable.
I heavily identified with this man.
I bet. Was
I'm
your
about
hot
to-
dog cart?
I'm about to retrofit the hot dog cart. It's gonna be.
Jeremy's gonna like get some holes in there. He's gonna DC snipe the council members from his hot dog cart. Hot dog cart being pulled by a blue Caprice.
It's a fully armored fucking. No, it's a fully armored hot dog cart being pulled by my regular ass Ford Fusion.
He gets in the hot dog cart and he starts throwing relish and ketchup at the Cleveland City Council.
I'm out here just rogue selling hot dogs. Like, I'm not even. Like, I'm just from behind a bulletproof glass. Like, you can't remove me.
Gonna park the hot dog cart in the back alley.
He like get it like when it's locked in.
I concrete my fucking hot dog cart
Right outside Cleveland City Council.
right outside the hall.
Yeah.
You just sell all the illegal foods. You can sell like unpasteurized milk and like raw milk and fucking like bootleg spirits. And,
I
like,
get
all this shit.
escorted to my my concreted fucking illegal food distribution hot dog cart every morning by men with ARs who stand guard around the fucking hot dog cart / unpasteurized milk dealership.
Libertarian dream.
These guys got good ideas. You ever listen to this Not Your Average Hipster shit? They fucking tell you what, armored hot dog cart is that's a boogaloo side quest if I ever heard one.
Jesus.
Connor, do you want to go next?
Yeah, so I took internet folktale a little more literally.
That's kind of what I wanted. I just really resonated with the Killdozer guy.
Yeah, Jeremy just wanted to talk about it.
And I found this this sort of legendary post from years back about I think this is on the forum Something Awful, which I never posted on, but I know a lot of. This is a pretty popular one. Where this complete fucking loser idiot tried to build his own house with very little know-how, and it's the funniest shit in the world. So this guy, I think he had the handle Grover, but he had a house that was just looked like a normal like small house kind of in a rural area, and he decided to make an addition to it and sort of post his progress as he did it. And he had this weird backstory where he was like an army contractor, so he thought he knew all this shit, like, oh, I can build a house from the ground up. And he designed it himself is also one of the big things, because it's very poorly designed. And I'm gonna show you some pictures here once I get this thread open again. That was, and he did things that are just fully baffling, like as you can see in this picture, he insulated his stairs with like pink insulation as he built them.
Yeah, you got to keep the stairs warm.
You gotta keep the stairs warm, or cold as it may be.
Right. I mean, you don't want. I'm not paying for the damn AC under the stairs.
And as you can see on that picture too, there is a window going out on the very small landing of his stairs in prime position for something to break through and fall out of. If it were going down, like, let's say someone fell down the stairs. He also...
I fell down the stairs and then fell out the fucking window.
Yeah.
So the other element of this is, as he's posting these videos, people on this forum are just ripping him apart for all the bullshit he's doing. Namely, they found that he built his house on a region of the world, or of the country, I don't know what state this is in, called the Great Dismal Swamp. So you can see, and as he's laying, like trying to lay foundation and like pipe work and stuff, it's just like sinking and flooding, and it's just poorly designed from top to bottom. Yeah, so it's just a classic internet weird thing. He also designed it from the outside in MS Paint and did not use any real design programs to sort of fill it in. So nothing looks right. I'm going to show you a picture of the...
I'm a world-renowned architect. I do all my plans on paint.
The front door leads directly to the garage, as all front doors in a home should.
Gotta get right to the car, man. Right to the car.
Yeah. So it's incredibly funny. I don't think he like killed anyone. There's no like greater story there, but just a hilarious thing that happened, and that he happened to document every element of it as it went by.
I'm sorry, I was watching that game being played. Call of Cthulhu. I'm like, that looks pretty dope, actually.
We will have to turn off the TV when Ashley is around because she will get distracted.
I'm a 5-year-old. I'm a bird.
Stupid bird.
Oh, no! I'm not D. I'm not D. I got another one. Is that the end of Grover?
Yeah, the Grover house.
Have you heard of John Titor?
No. What is John Titor?
So on bulletin boards in 2000 and 2001, a man was posting. He claimed to be an American military time traveler from 2036.
Okay, I have heard of this guy. All right, continue though.
He made numerous vague predictions regarding bad events in 2004 and beyond, including a nuclear war and a civil war. So he claimed he was sent back to 1975 to retrieve an IBM 5100 computer, which was needed to debug various legacy computer programs in 2036.
Huh.
Sounds about right. Yeah, okay. All right.
I'm on board.
I'm following it.
He had been selected because his paternal grandfather was directly involved with assembly and programming of the 5100.
Oh, okay.
He claimed to be on a stopover year for the year 2000 to 2001 for personal reasons, to collect pictures lost in the future Civil War and to visit his family.
Fuck yeah. I'm really glad that they allot for time travel vacations in the future. That's going to be great. I can't wait to go back to 2002.
The Civil War was having to do with order and rights. Civil unrest surrounding the 2004 presidential election of that year would have a Waco-type event every month and steadily get worse and pretty much be at everyone's doorsteps and erupt in 2008. So from 2004 to 2008, we were supposed to have like the beginnings of a civil war.
So he succeeded. He changed the future.
The U.S. would split into 5 regions, and the Civil War would end in 2015 with a brief but intense World War III, which is the nuclear war. End Day, which was what he called it, was when the nuclear bombs went off. Washington, D.C. and Jacksonville, Florida were specifically mentioned as being hit, but other cities were hit. And after the war, Omaha, Nebraska would be the new U.S. capital.
But I thought we're 5 regions now.
5 regions. He doesn't, he contradicts himself a bunch in these posts. I've read a bunch of them.
Omaha,
He succeeded.
Nebraska. Come on,
I'm gonna get to it.
Crisis averted.
He spent months trying to alert everyone that the threat of a disease called Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease was being spread through beef products in 2000 and 2001. It's a genetic disease, actually, after a quick Google search. Genetic disease, guys. And then he described his time machine as a stationary mass temporal displacement unit powered by two topspin dual positive singularities, producing a standard offset Tipler synsonoid.
That sounds like nothing.
That sounds just...
And then he claimed that there's multiple universes, and he can make, by him stopping off here in 2001, he has averted the Civil War and the Nuclear War because it's now a new time stream because people knew about him.
Cool.
Lit.
I love that. Like, I'm here, I don't have to do anything, but my presence has
Averted the crisis.
Averted the Civil War.
like prevented any way of checking any of my facts.
And then
nothing will happen. It's different. I can't predict the lottery numbers. The new time stream, they're different now.
I'm going to...
Craig's Knuckles hops back in
I'm
time
going to break all your hearts. 2009, a private investigation concluded that Titor was likely the creation of Larry Habbard, a Florida entertainment lawyer, along with his brother Moray, a computer scientist.
Whoa, no.
I like how you need to, like, in what world do you need to be a computer scientist to, like...
Make up a story.
Well, he knew
dumb
enough
shit up.
about, like, this one, like, that 5100
Yeah.
that was, like, not a lot of people would know.
Okay.
So, like, it was concluded that a computer scientist was needed to probably know those type of things. I just love that he was an entertainment lawyer.
Yeah.
He was so bored with, like
managing people's
money
and fucking bullshit.
He was just like, I'm going to become a time traveler.
Yep. Oh, so
Did anyone buy into it, or was everyone...
Yeah, no, a lot of people did. Like, a lot, like, it was, like, because, like, you can still see, like, from the Wayback Machine, like, people were like, man, we gotta stop the Civil War. And, like, we're like, we can't have more Waco events.
It's very funny.
well, I
Hilarious.
have heard the whole, like, splitting us into 5 territories thing bit before.
Connor has gone into deep, like, conversations with me about that, because he's
I don't
for
think we
it.
should, but I do.
Oh, I thought you were.
No. I just think that there are more sensible ways to make sense of the country as like a ideological thing. I don't think they should be individual entities. That'd be great. That wouldn't work well.
You come in with horse blinders on next time.
I just want to go home and play Call of Cthulhu now, because it looks kind of dope. Anybody else got anything?
I got like a ritual type thing.
Okay. What's your ritual type thing?
It's from Reddit. From the No Sleep.
That's the subreddit where they just post like creepy stuff, right?
Yeah, you're not gonna go to sleep if you read this stuff.
So like it interests me because
They don't know how tired I am. Go to sleep a lot of times.
Candyman's coming back out, so like it's kind of like Candyman to me, just like new. It seems like where you get 2 mirrors. Well, it's called 3 Kings. You get 2 mirrors, a loved person, something that you like have from your childhood. You're supposed to take with you, and you like set up a fan in a room behind a chair, right? There's a lot of setup to this. You set up a fan in a room
Behind
a chair.
Does it matter what kind of chair it is?
It's got to be a wicker chair.
So you
Like
got
a pedestal fan, or
like you got
a
3
clip-on?
chairs. Like you get a box fan, right? And
Okay,
you
like a
put
box fan.
You put it on like low, and you put it behind the chair. And you do all this around like 11 o'clock at night, right?
Right around.
You get 2 mirrors, and you set them on
That was
2
3.
chairs that are like set like to your right and left, where you can see the mirrors in your peripheral vision, but when you're not looking straight at them. So you're looking like through the mirrors, but you see them in your peripheral. That's
Okay.
how you want the mirrors to be, and preferably at a 90-degree angle. Okay. So it's like basically standing straight up there, and you need a candle, right?
Damn, you need a lot of shit
Yeah,
for this
You need a lot of
ritual,
shit.
man.
You need a lot of shit. You need a candle, and then you set an alarm for 3:30 in the morning.
You have to do all that. Like, why can't you do that like 9? Why do you have to do that at 11?
This is just what they say. It's what the post says.
Okay.
Part of the ritual.
All right.
Around 11.
Around 11.
Not exactly, just kind of near. What about daylight savings time? Is that factored in?
Not a lot of people go by that, so I don't know.
Yeah.
They didn't mention that, but there might be like a subreddit.
You'll have to get back to me.
Yeah. So you set an alarm, I guess, and you gotta have your cell phone with you too. And then you set an alarm, you go in, you light the candle at 3:30 when you wake up, you go into the room, blocking the candle from the wind of the fan. right? And you gotta block the candle from the wind of the fan.
Okay.
That's a big part of it. If the candle goes out,
You're
Fucking
fucked.
it's all
Ritual's
bad.
over.
Yeah,
all bad.
you gotta start again
It's all bad. Right?
the next night.
So you block it and then you sit down in your chair, no lights on, just the candle, and you look in between the thing. And then there's supposed to be your queen on one side and a joker on the other side. But you don't really know which is which. But they're all doing the same thing that you're doing, basically, but from the other
It's a
side.
mirror.
And they're different people, you know what I'm saying? But they're doing it. But you guys are all each other's jokers and queens, you know what I'm saying? Because they're looking through.
I thought this was called the Three Kings.
Right, they're a king, you're a king, and the other person is a king, but you're each other's jokers and queens because they're all sitting in their own.
So, like, if me and Connor were gonna do this, right, and
You
we
can't do it together.
Yeah, this happens to someone else, someone you don't know.
Yeah,
Connor
somebody
just has
else
to
is
be
doing
there.
the ritual, the same
just
exact
you have
moment
the
you
loved
are.
one there for backup. Connor is there, so like if you get fucked up, you know what I'm saying, or like
How do you get fucked up?
stuck.
What
they
is
don't
it-
describe it. They
what-
just say like you'll see
That's
what
the
happens.
important part. That's what I want to know.
What-
But you gotta do it to find out.
Here's my question. What does it mean if you're someone's queen and another person's joker? Like, are you just fucking with them as a joker and you're like their soulmate?
They said they don't say in the post. They just say you gotta do it and find out.
That's dumb.
I
So let's speculate.
They're trying to get you to do it. Like what happens when you say Candyman?
You look dumb.
comes.
You look dumb.
It's just like Bloody
A
Mary.
Bloody Mary. It's
I
like
don't
that
even
type of
own
shit.
2 mirrors.
Yeah, we can't.
It is a lot. It is a lot. Like what? 2 mirrors? Like what?
Like
the
it
heck?
may be move. Like I got a mirror in my bathroom, but I can't move that.
Right.
I have to
They
take-
got to be able to stand up straight. I
Yeah.
mean, I bet they didn't want a lot of people to like try. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's like the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a pretty cool little thing.
I'm kind of angry
I
at
got,
the
like-
underwhelming like the end here where it's like
You don't know. I got one that's kind of like that. It's actually on the internet.
I mean, I like not knowing because then I get to like make it up in my head. Like, what
I got www.blindmaiden.com. Normally, for most of the time, the URL just it leads to an empty website. But should you happen to visit it under the right circumstances, perhaps during a new moon, when all the lights in your room are out, then you find yourself looking at a new level of horror.
Have you visited www.blind?
I did today. It's just an empty website. It was just like, can't find this domain right now.
Did you do that?
It sounds like
night?
some people.
No, I just did it today because I just found out about it today because I did all my research today because I'm a prepared podcaster. Supposedly, when people find the website when it's live, they encounter a blind woman who then comes out from inside their computer to gouge out their eyes and add images of their horrified reactions to her website.
Lit.
Look,
Okay.
that was simple, concise. You just need a computer to try it.
I feel like all you need to know to take this apart is how to like look at HTML, and you would have this shit just figured out. 'Cause
It's
I feel like
magic, Connor.
I don't buy it. I think if one person knows how to make websites looked at that thing, they're like, oh yeah, every like 1,000th time it plays this weird video.
Are you just a total skeptic to anything like
Basically, yeah.
paranormal?
100%.
Pretty much.
That's been on the podcast before, but we are talking specifically about internet folktales right now. So I got to bring up that stupid fucking head thing that was like telling children to put forks in the fucking
Momo?
Momo.
Yeah.
Well, we've covered it on the podcast before.
I feel
though.
like that's Slender Man adjacent.
Momo?
Just like creepy, dumb shit the kids think about.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be there.
Well, there's another one that's been on the podcast before. It was that
Where's your
arcade
kid right
game.
now?
The arcade game.
His mother.
Connor,
In the computer.
that arcade game.
Polybius. That's like before the. That's
Oh,
like,
that was like the FBI game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but like it's an internet folktale at this point. What about Robert the doll? You guys heard about this guy?
No, who's Robert the doll?
He's a possessed doll in Florida, and he was owned.
He's an actual dog.
Yeah, he's an actual fucking doll.
Okay. And he's possessed.
Wow.
He was owned by a guy named Otto Eugene back in the 1900s, and Otto would get into a lot of trouble. Like things would go missing, or he would have like candies that he didn't have before, and he would always blame Robert. It was Robert's fault that he had the candy, or this thing happened, or the pie got eaten. Robert did it. It was never Otto. So he would also talk to Robert. Like he would like have whole ass conversations with Robert and be like, Robert don't like you, Ma. But they let him keep Robert, and throughout his whole life, he said Robert haunted him. And when he died, he was willed to a certain family member. And now, like creepy shit started happening with her kid when when she got Robert. So she gave him away to the Key West, Key West Art and Historical Society, where they claim that he is still possessed and that he will do things like make faces, giggle, and move objects around the room.
Well, I want to have one of these things.
What, a cursed item?
Yeah.
Possessed
You
item?
can buy cursed dolls on eBay.
Yeah.
I want one that's like
He wants to find it at a place where they don't take money.
I want somebody to give it to me.
Like
it's fucked up. Not like $35. I'll give you this cursed doll.
Antoine wants to walk into a store and have the person be like, "Yes, I have the things you are looking for."
There's that witch museum in town. You should see if you can go there and they sense your aura and they give you something.
Didn't you say that there's like a
We're going there for our field trip.
a Hispanic witch shop near us?
Yeah,
You can go there.
Yeah, there's
What if we advertise our field trip, right? Get people to join us on the field trip,
Yeah.
and then it'll be like a whole little crowd. We'll have like
Where are we going for our field
We're
trip?
going to museum crawl.
right.
We're gonna go to the witch museum.
This was your guys' episode idea. So.
BYOB museum crawl.
Then there's we're gonna go to the Christmas Story Museum. And I think there's a police museum that has a lot of weird shit in it. And I also think there's a medical museum that we can go see.
Okay. There's also NASA. We can always hit up NASA.
NASA you can't go into unless it's on a specific day anymore.
I feel like that's less interesting though. It's just like when I see space rocks.
Yeah.
You can't at NASA Center. You have to like they're just reopening for tours now, but you can't just go explore NASA.
I mean, if you have Jeremy's way with people, you might
he might be able to get us a good.
Hey, big dog.
Hey, big dog. I was wondering if I can get a group tour. We'd
I'm
like
from
to
the
see.
embassy. I want a tour.
We'd like to see the craft.
Hiya, embassy, baby. So I had an idea. I think we should all try to make up our own folktales real quick before we end the podcast.
So
I'm gonna be bad at this. I'm telling you now.
Connor is not into this idea.
Mine is going to be.
It's because Jeremy always formulates in
If you had told us
He
that
has-
I
he
have
comes with
something
an
prepared,
idea.
he has his thing prepared, and then he's like, all right, this is it.
I didn't prepare it until we were in the podcast.
But we didn't know it was happening.
It was happening in my mind.
We have to prepare it
More
in
time than any
5
of us have.
seconds. You already prepared yours
all right.
within 40
Well, let's hear yours.
Okay, so I just came up with this idea, so it's not that formulated yet, but it's gonna be a Naya-based fucking folktale, right? So our logo, the Naya monkey. If you are a fan of the podcast, there is a chance that the logo can come to life.
If
And
you tattoo it on yourself.
Oh no. Well, see, I was thinking more like if you're listening, right? The monkey can crawl out of the screen.
Oh, okay.
And there's 2 options that can happen if you are watching and the monkey crawls out of your screen. It's either you have bananas and the monkey will be satisfied and you'll have a lit day and like you'll go on like adventures with the monkey. You guys will be able to take pictures together and
Do you
shit.
guys have a name for the Naya monkey?
I think it was Maurice the monkey, but I'm not 100% certain if that's the real
That's
name.
a Friends reference.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's gross.
Ross had a monkey called Maurice.
Oh.
He was Marcel. I know, sir.
I think it's Marcel. I think Marcel is the one. I can remember. I don't want to talk about Friends.
Good call.
You're cursed with watching Friends.
What?
If you don't have bananas, you're cursed with watching Friends.
This only happens when you like and don't subscribe.
yeah. Okay.
This happens if you don't like and subscribe.
Yeah.
No, you like but you don't subscribe. You need to do both.
The only way to prevent the monkey from coming out for sure is to like, comment, and subscribe. But anyway, so monkey crawl out. If you have bananas,
Cool.
lit day.
Lit day.
Fucking, you're probably gonna end up at like an amusement park or something for free because the monkey will lead you there, and the monkey gets what the monkey wants, right?
Is the monkey you?
The monkey is.
Monkey is its own.
Yeah.
I
So
think Jeremy,
sensitive.
because Jeremy tends to get what he wants.
Monkey, he doesn't get fed, right? Monkey doesn't get fed, you're gonna have a bad day. The monkey will break some of your shit.
Okay.
He is going to keep turning on things that you don't want to watch. So like the
Friends.
monkey, what?
Friends.
Yeah, the monkey's gonna turn on Friends. He's gonna like play music that like you. He's gonna like play nothing but polka music. He actually plays it like live though. He's like he's a little 1-man band.
Man, he really is from Cleveland, isn't he?
Why?
Because Cleveland
He's
is
at
like...
the polka channel.
Yeah, like Cleveland's like a huge like polka place.
Was, I think.
Was. I don't know if it is anymore.
He'll play. Actually, he's not even going to watch any TV. He's just going to break shit and play polka music around your house with his like it's you know the instrument I'm talking about where it's like the accordion and like there's drums attached to it and like.
So he's that one-man band.
Yeah, he's that one-man band and he's going through your house and he's like and then like the polka music's playing and like he's dancing around to the polka music and he's still having a good time. Don't get me wrong, he's not here to destroy your shit, but he would be a lot more calm if he had a banana. And that's our internet folktales. The monkey, the Naya monkey can come to life.
That. I'm not gonna play.
I have a Naya folktale then.
Okay, Naya folktales. It's not about beating it. It's all about just creating our folktales. You know, we gotta spread the word.
Okay.
We're not competing in this game.
Okay.
This is just we're not even playing a game. We're just telling stories.
All right.
We're around a campfire right now. We can hear the sizzle. Imagine it in your mind. Naya folktale number 2. You got it.
He's not going to.
It's a Sunday podcast. We're supposed to be chill.
That rock star, he wasn't ready.
No.
You blessed him with that strong, with that
240 milligrams,
that
dude.
pure shit.
Woo!
Alright, so I heard if you listen to the podcast every Wednesday when it comes out for a month straight at 5 o'clock, the first week of the next month you have to listen at 12 a.m. You will turn in to the Naya Monkey.
Well, it sounds like something you wouldn't want to do.
Yeah.
How long do you stay the monkey for?
How long do you say the monkey?
Yeah.
For the night.
For the night. Okay. And he gets whatever he wants, right? So it's a pretty dope idea.
Then you get to learn how to play the one-man band.
You actually get to go around and demand bananas from other people or play one-man band through their house. So it's a lit night.
So here's the thing. It's a ritual. Right? It's a ritual, and you have to put 4 microphones around a coffee table filled with shit.
A glass one?
A glass coffee table full of weed stuff.
3 different types of energy drinks and at least 1 beer bottle.
And when you do this, the host of Not Your Average Hipsters will manifest around and talk about dumb bullshit for about 3 hours. It gets cut down to 1 hour. And that's the ritual. There's a specific placement of barbecue sauce and swishers that make it happen though. You have to move it around until you find the exact right.
So everybody buy your
Swishers now.
Glass table.
It's gotta be your glass table also has to be triangular shaped.
Oh shit, that's just gonna add so much conspiracy to the ritual.
He really did join the Illuminati, you guys.
There's the exact placement of lighters and scented candles and
Empty water, half drink water bottles.
yeah, half. No, it's just drinks, but you don't know what kind of drinks.
And then a chessboard in the middle.
And a very intricate one.
Yeah, it's got to be a nice one.
And you do this at 5 p.m. on a Wednesday, and maybe.
Wouldn't it be like? Is that when we're doing it on Wednesdays? It's 5.
Always gonna want that.
Oh. Also Saturdays at 1.
Don't dox the
Sundays.
podcast.
I'm gonna give out everyone's information but ours.
Definitely gonna give out you guys' then.
You guys have
100%.
already given out my fucking full name, pretty much.
All right, Ashley.
Man, I don't have any good ideas.
He came up with a ritual. It got it off the dome ski. It doesn't have to be an Iowa one, but
I'm not good at creating stuff.
you've won most of the creative games. What are you talking about?
All right, if you go to if you meet somebody who can talk to UFOs, you're really talking just to Jeremy.
What?
Yeah. Like, you find someone who, like, claims that they're talking to UFOs from the psychic episode. They're really just talking to you.
So I am the UFOs.
You are the UFOs.
So your internet folktale is I have psionic abilities, and I use them to fuck with crazy people.
Yes.
It's pretty on brand.
Exactly.
It's pretty on brand. I got one final folktale that I made up while you guys were making up your folktale.
What the fuck? When did this happen?
I'm plugging my microphone. You get one. This is bullshit.
Yo, hold on.
He just had
My dude hit the refresh button. Quick as fuck. Right at the end of the video, so he didn't have to watch the commercial, he just dragged the thing back to the beginning. Let's restart this. Round 2, guys. We got to see if we can come up with some better ones.
No, I'm not playing it out again.
Well, if he goes again, we all have to go.
I
Not even a little
refuse.
true.
This is only like we have to.
This is a revolt.
We have to be fair.
This is a civil war.
Mutiny of the podcast. Well, I lost my second one anyways. I laughed too hard and forgot it.
My God.
It's not your average hipsters, everybody.
It's not your average Hipsters for the week.
Jeremy's or Connor's becoming the host now.
Narrating.
I guess it's not your average.
Bye.